Good evening. I'd like to call the St. Charles City Council meeting for Monday, August 15, 2022 to order. Nancy, please call the roll.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Petrulla?
Here.
Wirball?
Here.
Besner?
Here.
Weber?
Here.
Sulkaitis?
Here.
Calamera? Payliner? Here. Vanguard?
Here.
Bancroft?
Here.
Thank you. Tonight's invocation will be given by Paul Lencioni.
Please stand. Please grant us the wisdom to make good decisions and find ways to come together and lead us into the brilliant future that we're planning for St. Charles, and lead us to the humility to build bridges and come together so we can see those paths and know that they are with all of us hand in hand. Thanks so much. Amen.
Thank you. Rita Payliner, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. We have one presentation this evening, and we have a whole lot of people here representing the St. Charles Singers. So I think what I'd like to do is welcome Jeff Hunt up here while I read the proclamation, and then I know we'll be presenting the proclamation to you all, and I think we want to take a photo, right? Okay. Whereas the St. Charles Singers was founded in 1984 by Jeff Hunt, and whereas the St. Charles Singers has performed over 800 choral works in 38 years in concerts, and whereas the St. Charles Singers' home is St. Charles, Illinois, and whereas the St. Charles Singers is known regionally, nationally, and internationally through performances, recordings, and broadcasts, and whereas the musical director, Jeff Hunt, and the board of directors embarked on the project known as the Mozart Journey in 2010, which would include the St. Charles Singers, soloists, and Metropolis Orchestra, and whereas the Mozart Journey, performed in 17 concerts over 12 years, is the performance and recording of the entire known sacred choral works composed by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and whereas the St. Charles Singers would be the only known American choir to perform this entire sacred choral works of Mozart, and whereas the St. Charles Singers will complete the Mozart Journey in St. Charles on August 27th and 28th, nice plug, in St. Charles performing Mozart's Requiem at the Baker Memorial Church, and whereas a grand celebration and gala encore will be held on September 23rd at the historic Hotel Baker to commemorate this momentous accomplishment. Now, therefore, I, Laura Vitek, Mayor of the City of St. Charles, do hereby call upon our community members to celebrate the St. Charles Singers and their completion of the Mozart Journey. And from what I know about you, Jeff, you've put your heart and soul into this, so I want to just show our appreciation of how much you give to St. Charles, not only in this capacity, but all the work you do. And I wanted to give you the opportunity to say a few words.
Mayor, thank you so much. And what an honor it is to, number one, live in this community and be a part of the fabric of this amazing community in so many different ways. And this opportunity to be a part of the music has been remarkable and will continue to be fun and enjoyable for all of us. But I have many, many friends here that make this possible. It isn't just me. A lot of amazing volunteers and board members and singers, musicians, and so proud to be a part of this amazing organization. But more importantly, a part of St. Charles. What a great community it has been blessed to be a part of. So thank you, Mayor, very much.
Thank you. So on behalf of the City Council, we want to congratulate you, and we wish you the best of luck. And, of course, congratulations on this. And I believe, Sue, I think at one point you did hand out tickets to the event a few weeks ago, or maybe you're about to do that now. So, yeah, so you feel free to hand it out. And then I'd like to welcome whoever of the Board of Directors would like to be part of the photo to do that before we say. No problem. Thank you.
Our Executive Director, Kate Kendall, who has been on the journey the whole time. We have all the records. Yeah, exactly.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No offense, Ron.
Okay.
Not like you're not on the council.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Thank you all. Okay, Todd Bancroft, the omnibus vote, please.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the omnibus vote as reflected in our City of St. Charles City Council agenda dated Monday, August 15, 2022.
Second?
Moved by Bancroft, seconded by Bessemer. Any comments or questions? Nance, please call the roll.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Bessemer?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Payleitner? Yes. Bongard?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Thank you. There is not any old business this evening. There is new business, and we'll start with Chief here. Item A, recommendation to approve a proposal for a new Class E1 temporary liquor license and road closure for St. Patrick's Church for September 10th, 2022. Chief.
Hi, good evening. So this appeared early this evening at the Liquor Control Commission in advance with a 3-0 recommendation. I do have members of St. Pat's here to answer any questions that you might have, but they are holding their annual parish picnic. They've asked for a road closure in front of the church on Cedar Street between 4th and 5th from 5 to 8:30 p.m. Pollyanna Brewery is going to be the distributor of craft beer. They've applied for an E1 license, which is a non-for-profit license. If you have any questions, either I can answer them or members of the parish that are here.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions from anyone? Yes, Rita.
Chief, just point of information, is it a fundraiser or an event? It sounded like you said it was a
little
picnic,
bit of both,
so.
I believe.
Perfect, thank you.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Petrillo, seconded by Wirball. Anything else? Okay, Nance, please call the roll.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Bessemer?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Payleitner?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Thank you. Item B, a recommendation to approve a new Class E1 liquor license and an amplification permit for the St. Charles Moose Lodge for August 27, 2022.
So this is a special event that the Moose is holding on Saturday, August 27th. I apologize, on the last event, I forgot to mention, we advanced these right to new business because of timing. But they are looking to use their outside premises, which is obviously not part of their licensed premise. The event will take place from 2 to 6. They've also asked for an amplified sound permit for a band. They will utilize their Bassett-trained servers for the dispensing of alcohol. Either myself or members of the Moose are here to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions for Chief? No?
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Bancroft, seconded by Wirball. Nance, please call the roll.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Bessemer?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Payleitner?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Thank you. Item C, a recommendation for approval of temporary street closures for the 2022 We the People Constitution Day Celebration and Parade.
Thank you, Mayor. So this will start at the Freedom Shrine. Members of the Constitution Day celebration will then proceed down Riverside to Main Street to Route 31, and then to the Veterans Center. This is an annual event. Once again, I took it to City Council directly because of timing. I can answer any questions you might have, but these are just temporary street closures.
Thank you. Any questions for Chief?
Move for approval.
Second.
For approval.
Moved by Petrillo, seconded by, whoever, Bessemer.
Sorry.
Nope. Any questions? No. Nance, please call the roll.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Bessemer?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Payleitner?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Thank you. Committee reports, government operations, Ron.
Thank you. A recommendation to approve a parking lot and street closure from Friday, October 7th through Monday, October 10th for the annual Scarecrow Weekend.
Second.
Moved by Kulkaitis.
Yes.
Moved by Kulkaitis, seconded by Bancroft. Any questions? Nance, please call the roll.
Bancroft?
Yes.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Petrola?
Abstain.
Wirball?
Abstain.
Bessemer?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Payleitner?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Thanks. Wait, what, you left?
No, I went first.
Oh,
I know it.
okay. Thank you, Nancy. Confusing me. Government services, Ed, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Planning and development, Steve, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, at this point of time, we are looking for any public comment? No? I have a few items, and August is a big month for births, so he's not here this evening, but August 15th is Bill Calamaris' birthday. August 20th, Chief Swanson, there you are. It's your birthday, happy birthday. And then Jen McMahon, August 31st, your birthday as well. So happy birthday to you all. I just have one other item, just at least the excitement for me that my kids are back in school. So for anyone who has St. Charles kids, they're all back in school, thankfully. And I don't have anything else. I'm looking for, council has anything? Yeah.
I have a question for, it's going to come up next, but this is the time to ask, for our attorney or for Heather. There's four, nothing to do with it, but there's four options when we cast a vote, correct? There's yes, there's no, there's abstain, and there's recusal, right? I'm wondering what's the difference between abstain and recusal?
Nick or Heather?
Sure, I'll try. Maybe if I'd had a chance to prepare, I could have had a better answer for you.
Oh, sorry.
But if I recall, frankly, under Robert's Rules of Order, there is no such thing as recusal.
There's no such thing as recusal?
No. People use recusal to remove themselves from the participation of the vote. But if someone really wants to recuse themselves, they shouldn't attend, or they shouldn't be up here. But abstain is an option, obviously.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
When I looked them up, it said that there was a distinction between abstain and recusal. Abstain means you can't decide, and then recusal means you can't vote.
Well, except if you read Robert's Rules, you won't find any direct reference to recusal, and they encourage you not to use recusal. People do it all the time.
Yeah, it was
to make. Yeah, if you looked at it, you probably
Robert's
saw it.
Rules for Dummies that I saw it. But you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to add something, Heather?
I can, if you don't mind. So it's always been my understanding in meetings where if you recuse yourself, it's like you're not even.
Yeah, right, you're out.
Whereas if you abstain, you've just chosen not to vote on this particular.
Okay, and that's okay. That's my understanding as well. Okay,
Well,
thank you.
But except if you abstain, you'll find that sometimes that vote gets counted with a majority, and sometimes it doesn't, depending on what the vote requirement is. So abstain doesn't mean you don't have a vote; it just means you're electing not to vote. So you got to be a little careful when you abstain. Your vote may be counted with the majority, for example. So there's nuances to what abstention means, but to the extent that somebody wants to recuse themselves, really their better vote is to abstain or to walk off the dais and not even
Okay, and so what if I really don't want to count it, just because there's an issue coming up and I'm not sure? I want to wait for council, I have a little more research to do, and so do I just vote present, or do I, what's the difference?
Present's another one of those that doesn't mean anything. So you would abstain.
Okay, abstain. Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Heather, did you want to say?
I was just going to add on, we're talking really when we have the number of people there about the majority, making sure we have a quorum of people to actually vote on the issue. So provided that we're meeting the requirements of the ordinance, having the number of votes that are required, that's really kind of where we get down to counting those votes and the difference between abstentions and affirmative votes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's a distinction between affirmative votes and concurrence of the majority, and that's where you get into the distinction about when an abstention counts for an affirmative or not. And they're all a little different.
So maybe to further complicate it, it's easier if we're looking at it in particular to a specific issue than just generally talking about the categories of those votes, if that helps.
Okay. Any other comments or questions from council? Anything additional from staff? Okay, we do have an executive session, but it will be on Ron's meeting. So at this point, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So move. Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Petrilla. Nancy, please call the roll.
Massioni?
Yes.
Petrilla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besner?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Haylager?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Bancroft?
Yes.